This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we have seen the configuration of take rules, then the interim or time account update rule. We have seen the functionality of collision grouping. Then we have seen how to create a custom field on employee time object so that can be visible on the leave request for an employee and making that a particular leave specific field. So today we'll see how what sort of imports that we do as part of time of implementation and the walkthrough on the implementation workbook, the requirement gathering workbook. So let me just quickly change the screen. Yeah. So all the configuration that we have done so far, that the holidays, holiday calendars, work schedules, then the time profiles, time types, time icon types, everything can be, I mean, even the configuration can be imported by using import and export data tool. Like for your normal the foundation objects, how we import the data, right? The same way you can import the configuration data for time off as well. So if you're sure with how to fill the data, then directly download the template and fill the data and import it. Otherwise, you can export the data so that you get a reference of what is there in the system, and by using that reference you can fill in your own data and upload the files. So let me first export the holidays and holiday calendars. You can see my entire screen, right?
Yes.
So the moment you download the holiday calendars export, you will get all the dependent files as well, like holiday. In the holiday calendar, we assign holidays, right? So you will get the holiday file and the holiday calendar file. So open the holiday file. If you want to create a new holiday for any country, you can create those holidays here. So if you look at one of the reference values that we have here, you'll have to fill. Sorry, just give me a minute. Sorry. Yeah, so you'll have to fill this column called holiday code, where you'll have to give the code, then the name of that holiday. If you want to maintain the translations, you'll maintain the translations in these columns, and the country specification. The same set of configuration that you see in the front end, right? When you try to create a holiday, we have holiday code, which is this. Then the name of the holiday, which is this, and the translations for that till this column. We get the translations in front end here. Then country or region. So you'll have to give 3-digit country code in this column. So let's try to create one. Sorry, code, right? National holiday USA 1. Occupational use English, default value. English United Kingdom also, if you want to, you can put debug language. If that is, then in the country I want to make it specific for USA, right? So this is the holiday file that we have. I'll try to import it now. So before that, let me show you if this is there. This code is not there, right? Now let me import. Holiday. Yes. Now we've got this new holiday, which has been imported by using the import template. So in the same way, we'll do it for holiday calendar as well. So this is the holiday calendar. The same way what you see in the front end, right, for a holiday calendar, you will see the same set of information in the import file as well. Let's say yes. The name of the holiday calendar in US English, this, and the translations will here. Then the country region, then the external code, then the holiday assignments, date of holiday, holiday class, then the holiday code. So the same set of information you'll see in the import file as well. The only thing is you need to remember is, so when you are trying to add multiple holidays into the holiday calendar, you'll have to maintain multiple rows in this sheet. So let's say if I take USA, so we have these many holidays in the USA holiday calendar, right? So that this is how you will have to maintain. You will have to maintain all the holidays with the same holiday calendar name. So for one holiday calendar, we have 63 records in the import file. So now let me add one more row. Let's say today, full holiday, and the code is holiday USA 1. As of now, on 20th of October, we don't have any holiday assigned. So now let me import holiday calendar. Yeah. So on 20th of October, we have national holiday been assigned now, right? In the same way, for work schedules, you'll have to export the work schedules. So for work schedule also, you'll get the all related object information as well, like for work schedule day model, which we have used, right? So if I open the work schedule file, this is, let me open one of the configuration outlets. Okay, so if we show the same in the front end, so this is how it looks in the front end, right? External name, and the translation still is column. Now the name, then time recording variant, clock times or duration. So you'll see both the values, duration as value and reference as value here. Then search field, this one. Then shift classification code. And if it is a user specific, then you'll mention the user, which is not the case for us. Average hours per day, per week, per month, per year, and average working days per week. All of them are here. Is individual work schedule, this one. Model of the work schedule. External code of the work schedule. Starting date. Country. Flexible requesting allowed. This one. So for work schedule, it will be combination of all the set of information that we usually put in a work schedule configuration. So on front end, you may see some of the fields visible and some may not. But in the in the import file, you'll see all the fields. You'll have to fill only those columns which are relevant for that work schedule configuration. So this flexible requesting allowed is the flag which is there in the simple model only. But here you will see that field by default, and you'll have to make it only true when you want to give that option as yes for the work schedule configuration. Cross midnight allowed. This is for period and schedule model. Then it comes to the segments. So these are the segments that we have, right? So the cache here is, this is for a day mod. When you use day model as the reference, right, in the segments, you will have to fill this set of information. When you use the planned hours, then you'll have to use, sorry, for simple models you'll have to use these three columns. This is for schedule and period model, and this is for simple model. So if you're trying to import period model or schedule model, then you'll have to keep only these columns, delete these three columns. If you're going with simple model, then keep these three columns and delete these columns. Otherwise, if you keep both, then system won't allow you to import the data. These are related to your schedule model and period model, and these are for simple model. Even if I try to show you that, right, let me pick the model category, simple model. So in the simple model, if I check for these columns, there'll be no information. Blank, 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 blank. It's blank everywhere. But by default, you will have information on these three columns. Nothing is blank here. Everything is filled. The same way, if I take schedule or period, but not even for schedule, it will be only for period. When we take period, it is, see, for these many columns, we'll see the information. So here one, and the reference of day model or planned hours are off. That's what we have here, right? Day model, planned hours, and non-working days basically off. So for the case of day model, we'll see only this column being popped up. Will be blank. The remaining will be blank because everything will be uh, taken reference from this work schedule day model configuration. In case of planned hours, you will be filling this information. Yes. The same way that we do the configuration in the front end, right? The same way you'll have to keep the pattern in the import file as well. So I'm not importing anything for work schedules and all now. It's the same way what we have done for holiday and holiday calendar. It's just that you'll have to keep in mind that these set of columns are only for period, and these set of columns are for simple model. Then we'll go to time profile, where you'll see all the set of information related to the leaves. Yeah, so here you'll see these many files because time profile does involve all of these things indirectly. So in the time profile we have time type, then the take rules that we assign under time type, then the time account type configuration that is involved into time type. So all of these things you'll see in the exported file. So first we'll look at time types. Yeah, like I said, so the same set of information that you see on the front end will be seen here as well. So let me open the name of the leaf and the translation still here. Then collision grouping, then requesting on non-working days allowed, accrual recalculation relevance, undetermined end date, absence class, counting method, workflow configuration, unit, commuter fractions per day, per hour, the event reasons for leave of absence, duration display according to activate cancellation workflow, country region, classification, admin workflow, flexible requesting allowed, external code, balance calculation settings, time management retention group, posting priority. That's it. Posting order. This is a custom field on the time type configuration, so this is not needed. Yeah. So all the set of information that we try to configure in the time type configuration, you'll see it in the import file. You'll have to fill the data accordingly on each and every column of this file. If you want to have a quick reference of what sort of information that can be filled, I mean, for fixed values, you can refer to the second row where you'll find the details, the values that you have to fill. Here it's true, false. Here it's none, full. Then it is true or false. Then you have unspecified sickness. Then on the unit we have hours and days. Here we have full day, half day, quarter day, full day, full hour, hours and minutes, work schedule, calendar days and deduction quantity as the duration display according to true or false. Then the classification of the leave, attendance, absence, on call, break, extra, true or false. So this is how you'll see all the reference values as well. Wherever it is going to be a fixed values for the configuration, right? So there you'll see the reference values in the second row and you can refer to them and fill the data. Okay, that's on the time type. Then if you look at the time account type file, so even in the time account type configuration also we see this additional fields popping up based on the selection that we do, right? So in the same way, like I've shown you for work schedule, where the set of fields which will be specific to one set of model, like in the same way here also in the time account type configuration you will see all the set of fields that are involved into the time account type configuration. you'll have to fill only those set of information which are relevant for the time account type configuration that you want to do. So the name of the time account type here, then so these are a set of fields that we have under this time account type configuration, right? So you'll see all of them here: the pay component on termination, entitlement method, accrual transfer rule, initial accrual transfer rule. So these are for entitled as transferred category. So then termination rule, effective date, payout eligibility, eligible or not, or only for self-service. Pay component group for payout eligibility. Then it's the same for account creation automation, account creation offset months, period and processing automation level, unit, account creation type, then whether you want to simulate the accruals or not, accrual frequency, the frequency start date in case of the higher scenario, how many months, accrual creation offset, then time from recruitment to first accrual and the unit for that. Then balance cannot fall below a particular negative number. Account value from day and month. In case of we select what we say this day and month, then account booking offset months, account creation start date in case if you select employee hire date or the flexible date as the reference in the account creation type. Then posting order, this is the hire rule, this is the termination rule, and this is field start date, accrual period start month, country, accrual calculation method, level of simulation of precision, level of accrual automation. This is accrual rule, period and processing rule, interim update rule, external for the time account type, time account snapshot allowed yes or no. Then flexible account start date, if we select flexible date for account creation type, then allow payouts with simulation yes or no. Time management retention group, time management retention group for this is for time account and this is for time account details. Time account payout profile, period time account update profile in case of the permanent accounts, purchase eligibility, time account purchase profile, rule, this is the time account configuration rule. So all this set of fields, not only this, you'll see additional fields also in the import file. It's just that you'll have to fill only the relevant fields that are needed for your specific configuration. Right, once you fill the information, you can import the file to import the configurations of time account type when it is in bulk. Then if you look at the time profile, so when it comes to time profile, you will have to follow a sequence where you'll import the time profiles first with only this set of information. So this is basically, let me open the time profile. So the time profile file will have only this set of information, not this one. So if I take this file, the translations and the name, then time account type for working time accounts, then the time account type for time off in lieu, default import attendance time type, time recording variant, then the main break time type, country or main ESS time type, main employee self service, main absence time type only, right? Yeah. Then country, main attendance time type, external code of the time profile, status, then these two fields. That's it. You will not see any further information of time profile in this file. For these set of information, you will see the same in a different file. Like you do these associations of your foundation data, right? You will import the object data in one file and the associations in another file. So in the same way, time profile will be created by using time profile file. And if you want to assign available time types or available allowance types, then you'll have to go to a file called time profile available allowance type. Sorry, this is allowance, right? Time profile available time types. So here against each and every time profile, you'll see the set of time types that have been assigned. So if I take US, these are the set of time types that have been assigned under this time profile. This is the one which you have assigned. You'll see all the set of information here in terms of what all time types needs to be assigned in under one time profile. So here, if you see the available time type categories, enable in employee self-service scenario is nothing but if you enable this, then the employee will be able to apply the leave from front end. If you will not enable this, then this will not be visible for the employee. It will be visible for only the system administrators. Then there will be one more flag in the details saying hide account balance. So when employee logs into the system and goes to the time section of the time section portlet, then you'll see the quick balance of against each and every time type that the employee is having, right? If you want to disable that or hide it, you can use this flag. So that's on the time profile. Then so once we configure all of this set of information, then we do the job information upload to upload the time information on employee's profile, right? The holiday calendar for the employee, the work schedule for the employee, time profile for the employee, and the time recording variant. So once that import is done, the set of information will be generated for the employee. Once that is done, as part of your go live activity, you will be doing either the balance upload or the leaves upload, leave history upload. So that can be done by using a file called time account details. I'll download the time account in which I'll have the time account details as well. So all the account information will be shown in one file. These these are the accounts that this employee is having, right? So these will be shown in one file called time accounts. This one. So in this file, you'll see all the time accounts of the employees. Let's say if you want to do the balance upload for one specific time account type, then you can directly select here. So this is the one which we have created. There are some closed accounts as well. So this account closed flag, you can use only false, which are open basically. So these are the ones for current year. So if you see start date, end date will be fixed for all the employees. Then if I see booking possible, based depending on the hire date of the employee, you'll see different dates as well. Then the booking possible until date will be two, one for male employees and the other one for female employees. By taking the reference of this time account external codes, you see if for this employee, if I pick up one, I can find this external code and this. So this is the one. 100052 is the employee code for that employee. This is the external code of the time account for vacation October. So by taking the reference of this value, I can go into another file called time account details. So in this file, you'll find all the relevant postings that are there in the time account. Copy this and so in this time account, we have these many postings: accrual, leave request, accrual, period processing, leave request, accrual, leave request, and interim update. So these are the postings that we have. If you want to do an additional posting, so if it is for one employee, this is how you will do. Otherwise, you can copy all the time accounts and put it in this column. Say it as manual adjustment. So if you want to take the reference, you can take it from the row number 2. Manual adjustment. This is how you'll have to maintain this column. Same time account, I would say. Layout, no. Take in advance, no. Reference, no. Posting date. Let's do it on October 20 today with 5 days of posting. Give it some random external code for that posting. Delete the rest of the records. This is the only record that I'm pushing now. Save this somewhere. So as of now, for this employee, the balance shows as 22 days. So once I import this, it should be 27 days. Yeah, so in our vacation October, we have manual adjustment being posted on 20th of October. 5 days. Right, so that's how you can update the balances of the employee at the time of go live. The same way, if you want to do the leave upload, Then the object that you have to use is employee time. So for this, I would say export is not needed. Let me download the template. This is the file that you have to use, employee time. So in this also, we'll have to mention the user, which is this. Then the time type. So it is going to be vacation October, right? This one is the time type. Start date and end date. Let's say do we have any leave applied for today for this employee? The latest is 10th of October. After that, we don't have any leaves. So let me apply a leave for this employee. What is the work schedule? For Thursday, we can book. So 20th October. Same end date as well. That's it. Nothing else is needed in this file. Everything will be set by the system. Remember one thing, if you're trying to import the leave request of the employee, you cannot trigger any workflow. It will be by default approved. Import employee time. Sorry, what happened? We have a validation here in this particular leave request, right? Please fill vacation destination to submit the request. So this we missed. Vacation destination. And save. Now this has been imported. So if I go to absences, refresh. See, for 20th of October, we have vacation October automatically approved with a test vacation destination. So that's how you can do the input of leave requests of the employees. So that's on the imports that we do for time off. Then the next part that we will cover is the workbook walkthrough. So this is the workbook that we have for time off. So you'll see some additional tabs in the initial in the start of this list of sheets. Table of contents overview chart, the one which I've shown you in the initial session. Then the introduction to it, sign off, document, general RBP settings. So these are some of the categories that they have given here, but not necessarily that you'll see only these. You can see others as well. So if I, what is this? Yeah. So if you see employee self-service, manager self-service, HR manager, HR administrator, system administrator. So these are the common roles that we will be having, right? So for them, whether the time profile, the data on the employee's job information record should be visible or not. Read only, read and write, or no visibility. For employee, for manager, for HR manager, system administrator, and everyone. Employee views. So we have this section of time, right, on people profile, whether the employee should have access to that or not. So read and write will not make much of read and write, read only will not have much of an impact, because it is only view permission what we get for the employee edit, the button that we get in employee views permission category, right? So accordingly you fill that data. Then this is only for the system administrator who does the configuration. Time account view, manage time of structures, manage time of calendars, and manage payout. Manage time, the access workbench, maintain individual's work schedule, maintain temporary change can be for your HR manager and HR administrator. Sometimes it can be for manager as well. But for an employee, it is always no. These complete set of information, this and this will be no for an employee, because those are either HR activity or the consultant's activity. Then in the next sheet, we have holiday and holiday calendar. Like we have seen the import file, you will see the same set of columns. Name of the holiday calendar, country, external code, day of holiday, holiday class, holiday code, and name for holidays and holiday calendars. Then for work schedule also, you'll see the same set of information where you'll have to fill all of these information. Right. Then for time type, you will again see the same set of fields. You'll have to fill all of this information for each and every time type that we have. Then the time profile, list of time profiles that we need, and the time types that we are going to assign there. Then the time account type configuration, the same set of fields that you'll see here as well. So you'll have to fill them accordingly depending on the requirement of the client. Then the accrual rules for each and every time account type that we have. What should be the balance that the employee should get, or what is the policy for that particular time account type. Then the period and processing rules. So in the accrual rules, you'll have both. I mean, you'll have higher accrual and the determination rule. In period and processing, you'll see a different tab. Here you'll have to maintain the period and processing rules for each and every time account type that we have. Then the set of workflows that are involved into the time types or the leave requests for these employees. Then the validation rules, take rules that we assign under time type configuration, right? We have configured three time types yesterday. Sorry, three take rules yesterday. So that sort of information should be stored in this particular page. What should the rule do, and for which time type that we want to assign that particular take rule with a severity, error, warning, or info. Propagation is basically when we maintain this time information on the job information section, right? So if for that information, if there is any let's say a logic, let's say for particular legal entity A, it will be time profile A. For legal entity B, it will be time profile B. If that sort of logic is there, then we have to default them based on the legal entity of the employee. So we shouldn't give permission to select the time profile. Instead of that, we will give default option by creating a rule. That is what is called as the propagation rule. So this is how you'll be assigning this under the job information section of the employee. So you'll see a rule name, rule if statement, and the then statement. What should happen in which case. So in the example that I've told you, if it is legal entity A, then set time profile to time profile A, then set work schedule A, then set holiday calendar A, like that. Then the seniority table that we have seen, right? So this is a standard table that SAP gives, where you'll see seniority from and seniority to and the accrual amount. The same set of information. If there is a need of it, then you'll have to record all of that information here in this seniority table. Then the interim account update rules, like I've shown you yesterday, we can update the time account information, or we can do additional postings in the middle of the year, right? So for such kind of requirements, if you have any, then you'll have to maintain that information in this sheet. This is optional. Yeah, that's all you'll see in the configuration workbook as well. The same set of configuration that we have gone through so far. It's just that it's in a Excel format where you'll have to fill the information for all the set of configuration that we are doing. Okay, I think for this employee, I just the holiday calendar is test 1. Okay, so there'll be a scenario called recalculation of the absences. So so this employee is having test 1 as the holiday calendar, and this is the time profile. Where is it? Time profile. This employee is already having a leave request on today. Let's say if I update today as the holiday now, system doesn't do the recalculation automatically. So you'll have to follow a process for that. Now let me update that USA 1. Sorry, holiday calendar. So for this employee, now technically the day that the employee is having a leave request is a holiday. So the deduction that happened for that employee on today should be reverted. So for October 2022, there is a posting of leave booking for today, but 20th of October is a holiday as well. So if I now try to create an absence, system will definitely say that select one, at least one. It says 0, right? So there'll be an object called Time management recalculation event. So the event type that we have to select, okay, just recalculate absences. Type of target type is not user. I want to go with holiday calendar, which is the USA one is the code of the holiday calendar. The date 20th of October. Status to be processed. Start the calculation on save yes and save. So once this job is processed, this deduction was there, right, for the 20th of October will be reverted. So as of now, if you see for this employee, we do have a deduction on 20th of October saying leave booking of -1 day. Now let us see if this. Yeah, now refresh this page. It's still there. Still there. Let me pick up some other employee, as this employee is always having issue with this recalculation. Time management configuration search. This employee, do we have any timeouts? Nothing. Time accounts. Vacation October is there with 28 days. And the time profile, sorry, the holiday calendar for this employee is it is USA. So first I'll delete that additional holiday that we have assigned. Then create the absence for this employee for today. So now we have so system has taken this as request. Now let me put it back. 20th of October, full national holiday, USU 1. Okay, so for this employee, even after we are assigning the holiday, it still says 1 day, and even the time account is having a deduction of 1 day on this particular day, leave booking. So now let us recalculate this. Okay, so it is cross-checking the same thing again and again. So that's because, let me delete this again, save. I'll say this leave request is from 19th to 20th. 2 days. Submit. Approved. The time account is also having 2 deductions, yesterday and today. Now let me assign the holiday back. So 20th October is been assigned as the holiday, but still system shows it as 2 postings, 2 deductions for minus 1 day each day, and this still has 2 days of amount. So now recalculation. Is this let's have anything? Right. Now recalculate absences, user holiday calendar USA. 20th of now October to be processed and start. If I see here, now the 20th October is been removed, and here the leave request is still 19th to 20th October. It says only 1 day deduction because 20th October has been now considered as holiday. So this is how you can create this for the recalculation, when you assign a additional holiday in between, right? If the employees are already having absences on this particular day, you can run this calendar to recalculate the absences and repost the balances for that employee. So any questions do you have so far? I mean, that's the end of this session, I would say. I wanted to show you this scenario because this is the most common scenario which nobody does. So that's the reason why I wanted to show this scenario, so that you are aware of this, and whenever you get such scenarios, you do it correctly. After assigning a new holiday in the holiday calendar, you will have to run this job. So any questions do you have?
Not at the moment, Harsha.
No, Harsha. Harsha, but if we have further queries, like how do we reach out to you?
So who are you talking to at the moment from Winhorn?
Naresh.
You can reach out to Naresh so that we can, I mean, get the bridge in between us.
Okay. Okay.
Akash, do you have any questions?
No, sir. Not at this moment.
Okay. So I would say that's the end of this time of training. We will not start the timesheet training from tomorrow. It will be starting from Monday. But you let me know if you want a session tomorrow. If you have any questions, we can discuss that. Otherwise, that will be considered as no session tomorrow. If you have, you let the team know that you want a session tomorrow. If you for the queries that you have, so that we can have a call tomorrow. Otherwise, your next call will be on Monday, starting with timesheet.
And what about this requirement gathering and workshops?
I mean, that's what I've explained, the requirement workbooks. You want what else you're expecting from that topic?
Yeah, so you have discussed about workbooks, but I'm talking about workshops.
So in workshops, I mean, specifically, what are you looking at? How do we conduct the workshops and all stuff?
Yes, that kind of help, was looking forward.
Same like how we do for the other modules. No, not much of a difference. You will give a demo to the client, then you do the fit gap analysis, then you take the requirements from them, then you do the configuration, then you go for sit analysis, then you show the system, then you take the changes. And the usual process, I would say, nothing specific for time of it. It's the as usual process what you follow for other modules. It's just that you will have to be clear on the requirement gathering workbook that we have for time of, right? You should be clear on each and every field that we have on that particular Excel sheet, so that when you do the requirement gathering workshops, at least you'll be able to explain them what is the relevance of each and every field that we have in that configurations.
Okay. You find
But
that.
nothing else, yeah, nothing specific as we follow some other process for time of, nothing else. Until unless if it is a migration project or something, it will be a bit different from the usual implementation projects, like you do the analysis from the legacy systems and all stuff.
Yeah, that would be there. Yeah.
Hey, Harsha, Akash this side.
Yeah, Akash.
So, do we have same workbook for this time off and timesheet session, or there are separate
The one which
workbook?
you have shown is only for time off. For timesheet and time tracking, you will have another the workbook. So in
Okay, there are
total for time
separate
management, I
workbooks.
would say two. Yeah, I would say two workbooks will be there. Like for EC, we have some 7 workbooks, right? For time
Right.
off, I would say it is two. Not time off. For time management, it is two.
Oh,
Any further questions? Anybody's going for a certification?
Yeah, I'll go for the certification.
Okay, good. I tried to cover most of the questions in the sessions, but not sure. I didn't highlight that this is a question in the exam, but you should be able to answer them. Like the one which I've told you today, right? The time profile import. First, you will have to import the time profile and then the time profile available time types. So that's also one of the questions. So I tried to highlight all of those points in the training. So just go through the recordings once again and be particular about my statements. So that will help you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks, Harsha.
Any other questions? If not, we can close the call for today.
Okay, thank you
And
so
if
much
you,
for all the knowledge sharing, Harsha. Really appreciate it.
thank you. So
thank
you
you,
let the
Harsha.
team know whether you want a session tomorrow or not. If not, I would say bye bye, happy learning. Otherwise, if you're meeting tomorrow, then we'll see.
Hey, Harsha, one more thing.
Mhm.
We have this timesheet set starting from 24th, right?